Bereft of any Monday motivation? Let today's women in media profile be like low-current electric waves to the brain. 9 has today launched a new pop-up store, the Big Ideas Store by 9 Powered, which will host a series of events, workshops, research studies and guest speakers that demonstrate how 9's integrated business works to formulate better solutions to the challenges facing marketers. Over the next 2 weeks, the Big Ideas Store will highlight how acclaimed Australian director Gillian Armstrong has launched a stinging attack on agency Boys Club that, she says, continue to overlook female directors for TV campaigns. Armstrong, 67, cited stats that show half of all graduate directors leaving Aussie colleges are now female. They're regularly cleaning up in short film competitions. However, it's not translating to directing work within the industry. Only about does anyone else think we just haven't quite nailed watching sport on our phones just yet? Confirm your suspicions here. Eurydice Dixon's murder shocked the nation and its Aussie media figures that are now leading a renewed safety charge. It appears the weekend's Liberal Party conference had the usual suspects: unions, gays, refugees. Want to know who's who in Australia's radio landscape? B. In case you missed it last week, a very lucky phone number 1-800-80-80-80 is up for sale. It could be yours. It was just a weekend of sport. AppNexus, the world's leading independent advertising technology company, today announced the launch of Guaranteed Views, a marketplace product that changes the way advertising is bought and sold on the open internet. Guaranteed Views enables marketers and agencies to pay only for ads that are measured as viewable and is the first programmatic product that enables 100% viewable buying at scale outside of Facebook and Google. If there's one thing for sure, these Zenith reports are very rarely wrong. Well, bar the odd typo by B. Is relentless KFC ads. Former Y. With a couple of extra mil in the kitty after last week's Rebel win, Bauer's already putting the cash to good use. B. Have you been phoning Ten's comms department today with little success? That's because they've all buggered off here. Sadly, B. We may have been last to qualify, but we're going to be first out if the Socceroos don't beat the Danes on Thursday. M. Haystack has a new head of social who, admittedly, doesn't look anything like Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz. The ink's barely dry on this new cricket rights deal. Well, it was signed on Friday, so it is probably dry by now. Zenith and Saatchi. Ad spend in Australia forecast to grow by 2.8% in 2018, with main drivers of growth in government, retail, finance and gambling sectors. Global advertising spend to grow by 3.9%, revised up from 3.6% in January 2018. Digital to overtake TV for the first time, to reach 38.4% of global share, TV 35.5%. In 21 out of the 59 markets tracked, digital will be the leading advertising channel in 2018. One quarter, 25.2% of global ad spend will be delivered through mobile devices for the first time. 7 West Media's Pacific Magazines has announced the appointment of Emma Baston as Client Strategy Director for Victoria. Baston has worked in senior digital media buying and planning roles at various agencies including Australia, Cummins. She has also worked at Facebook, and SBS has launched the Short-Form Content Initiative, a commitment to providing increased opportunities for Australian creatives from diverse communities through the commissioning and production of content for SBS On Demand. SBS has partnered with 5 of Australia's screen agencies, including Film Victoria, Create NSW, Screen Queensland, Screen West and South Australian Film Corporation. The initiative aims Big W, the home for families, fun and entertainment, has today launched its annual toy sale campaign, Toy Mania. Running until the 11th of July, the campaign showcases the frenzy and hysteria that comes with the Big W toy sale. It also highlights that buying toys can be just as fun as playing with them, and Datarama, a global technology company, today announced the launch of Data Canvas, a suite of new data visualization capabilities within its marketing intelligence platform. Datarama Data Canvas leverages the power of artificial intelligence (AI) in a brand new way to help marketers create expert-designed dashboards to tell compelling, data-driven stories. Datarama's previous AI releases have. Max Media Lab has snared code and Volkswagen's social media accounts amid reports the check is in the mail. Everyone's favorite recalcitrant professor is back doing what he does best, a dollop of derision. News: Michael Miller has stopped short of calling Bruce Gordon a prick, although possibly did it in hushed tones. "We'd definitely listen to the cricket on the old wireless, even more so if Boy George was commentating." It was one of the media stories of 2017. It's still going in 2018 and will probably still be hanging around by 2022. Teflon Allen is looking all the more baked on stain after his own barrister gave him a serve in his defamation case. Do you only read B? Other day, another development out of Google's evil genius lab set to control our lives. Even more so if you read it while eating cake with inch-thick icing. Change is always hard, says Edelman's CEO. Although, it must be said, sorry always seems to be the hardest word. In what could only be described as delicious irony, the Saturday paper has used a Friday to announce its new editor. Well, perhaps not first, but definitely in the top 10. Uber has been voted Australia's most disruptive brand, although no comment has been sought from the Stefanovic boys. Does the very real fear it could be as dull as dishwater prevent you from reading our articles? Try this sweat-free read. It appears chatbots are set to conquer the world, and infographics are set to conquer journalists doing any real work. The first match may have been 10 days ago, so this state of origin campaign does come with a better late than never. In this opinion, Fjord lead Bronwyn van der Merwe, pictured below, discusses the work to look out for at Cannes Lions 2018. I fully expect there will be some staggering examples of creative brilliance at Cannes Lions this year, and I'd recommend anyone going resists having their attention pulled by projects that are largely based on, to be fair to the Stefanovics. Hence, this phone hack piece. B. Think of this as an appetizer to the avalanche of World Cup stories coming your way. It's like an oyster on jats. On Tuesday B. Viewers of Nine's Buying Blind are using the same sort of language B. We Are Social has acquired Socialize, however, it will not be renamed We Are Socialize or even Margaret for that matter. Work for IPG. News: Miller shuns possibility of FTA acquisition in the same way B. Image-led story: Adshel has transformed Melbourne's train network into a nightclub. Albeit one those bad over 50s ones you find in RSLs. One need only witness his bloodshot eyes. International Marketing Services Business Administration Group Limited has appointed Matt Cave as its country lead for Australia and New Zealand. Cave, pictured above, has more than 25 years of industry experience in the Asia-Pacific region, and will be instrumental in driving Atom's expansion throughout Australia and New Zealand. With 26 offices in 19 countries around, no, you're not having deja vu. B. Unless you read it last week, then you are having deja vu. Staff warned about making sheep shagging jokes after SCA integrates its regional and metro units. Women in Media nominations close tomorrow. So, if you work with exceptional women, you've got a busy afternoon ahead. It appears the ad industry is now fueling two of the planet's biggest illegal activities: marching powder. Dentsu Aegis is bringing its M1 platform to Australia, which isn't, as B. Arnott's launches new national campaign to celebrate Aussies' love for shapes, and to uncover all the wonderful way Aussies enjoy them. We Play began with a shared realization between two friends that recruiting quality staff had become too complicated and it was high time to declutter the process. Based in Melbourne, the startup combines Tinder-style online skills matching with Australian job market, and in doing so, rids eager employers of the strenuous, and at times incredibly uncomfortable. Nielsen has announced it has acquired Lansbury L. Nielsen's investment in L. Well, a tickle at the very least. The great thing about the infographic is its read. Does your marketing department have shag carpet? Home Beautiful and Harvey Norman have partnered on a new content series which will transform a quintessential Aussie shed into a field-to-fork restaurant whilst showcasing culinary local heroes. In 2012, Martin Boats, pictured above right, the chef behind the cult following of Longrain during his 13-year stint, escaped the bustle of the Big Smoke. The Sydney staff now have even more reason to dread Bledisloe Cup games after the recruitment of Kiwi Rachel Morgan. Music Feeds and Purple Sneakers have unveiled a new strategic partnership that will allow music industry and direct advertisers to extend campaign bookings across all Purple Sneakers digital platforms when booking with Music Feeds. Founded in 2005 by Martin Novosel as a club brand and events company, Purple Sneakers is a key player in the Australian Headway, the leading data-driven media buying company, has teamed up with market data and insights company App Annie. Together, the companies have unveiled the App Marketer's Guide to the World Cup, a white paper designed to help app marketers succeed. Every year, flagship sporting events are breaking the internet with increasing viewership, and the 2018 FIFA World Cup. It's a brave columnist who poo-poos digital's merits. However, this one's putting the poo right amongst the pigeons. Were you in the process of building a nuclear bomb shelter in your laundry? You can down tools after yesterday's news. B. Except for Ren. This study into digital ad spends even includes fancy pants graphs and charts. Made no sense to us, but may do to you. SCA's Grant Blackley is raging here, so B. Do you work with a person that turns into a 3-year-old on sight of a dog? Get set for the coochie here. B. SCA has recreated the classic 80s SPC jingle, meaning anyone aged 30 or under gets to stare totally blank-faced at this. Overpoweringly white is never a good tag to use in any ads, aside from Vanish Napasan or albino support groups. Social media giant Twitter has announced it's making in-stream video ads available to all advertisers, including self-serve, across 12 markets, including Australia. The popular video format attaches pre-roll content in front of premium publisher videos and highlights. The 12 international markets where Twitter's in-stream ads will be available are Australia, Brazil, Canada, France. Kim Jong-un dominated TV screens last night, yet, oddly, no spike in the sale of black Aberdeen XXXL safari suits today. Google Australia's mail being scanned for post-packs containing possible dog excrement following this unfortunate news. The Australian Alliance for Data Leadership, AADL, has announced the appointment of credentialed senior executive Stephen Porges as its new CEO. Porges currently sits on a number of company boards, has considerable public and private sector listed company management expertise, and has been instrumental in successful data-driven businesses. He also brings CEO skills gained at It's the first to 2 Infographics at B. We're not calling it an info launch, but definitely an info spurt. Wonder why B. Group M Investment Chief Nicola Lewis is grilled in latest Women in Media profile. It's more a gentle simmer, really. WPP confirms Dom Walsh is leaving despite exiting some time ago. Isn't his long empty desk serving as confirmation? Melbourne's Chapel Street now boasts yet another eyesore after betting firm paints a Putin nutcracker on local walls. Ever bought a latex bodysuit on Facebook only to be delivered in inferior polypropylene product? There's top news today. Yahoo 7 has launched a flexible ad unit that has the potential to create Australia's largest banner and deliver it programmatically. The ad unit allows banner ads to expand and contract to the width of the screen according to a 4:1 ratio rule, as part of the new IAB ad portfolio. The unit has been developed